Good afternoon. We begin 13 News at 4 with breaking news. A deadly plane crash in Henry County.
The sheriff says one person is dead. Let's show you where this happened. This is in Sulphur Springs, which is around 8 miles north of Newcastle. Karen Campbell is there. Karen, I know you haven't been there too long, but what have you been able to learn since you arrived?
Yeah, Dustin and Felicia, we did speak with Indiana State Police. They briefed us on what happened just moments ago. Now, they're telling us that there was a small plane, which is, again, we're in a private airfield. You mentioned Sulphur Springs. This is a private grassy airfield that this small experimental plane was on the runway. And for some unknown reason, while the plane was on liftoff, on its way to liftoff, ISP says that plane then somehow crash landed. We want to go to some video that we shot earlier today when we were here. ISP telling us that this crash happened just a couple of hours ago, sometime around or after 2 o'clock this afternoon. We do know an 82-year-old man. He was the pilot, the only one on board. He unfortunately was pronounced deceased by the coroner here on the scene. Now, I mentioned this is a private airfield. It's called the Roberts Field Airport, just in Sulphur Springs. Now, we also learned the type of plane. I mentioned ISP said this was an experimental plane. We've learned this is a 1975 Stewart Bowers Flybaby, a single passenger airplane. We were also told that the FAA is on their way to the scene. They will conduct the investigation to let us know any more information they can in terms of how this plane potentially, or how this plane crashed, I should say, again, in this private airfield here in Sulphur Springs. And, you know, once we do see FAA come, we will, of course, try to get much information for them. But for now, Dustin and Felicia, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Karen Campbell reporting live near Sulphur Spring. Thank you. Of course, we're staying on top of this breaking news here on Channel 13 and WTHR.com. We'll have the latest as soon as Karen learns more.